is the other data types? Float and real, right? Daytime related data types are completed. Next one is approximate data type. What is approximate data types means? Approximate data types are approximate data types are float and real. Okay. In this float and real, these two are approximate data types. Okay. So there is an advantage in approximate data types. Okay. Anything is accepted. That means suppose sometimes you are giving sometimes you are giving numeric values, either positive or numeric. That also it will allow it. Sometimes you are giving decimal values. That also it will allow. That means any numeric, either decimal or numeric, anything is allowed in approximate data type. Because there is a drawback in other data types, numeric for decimals, right? Okay. If you are passing the numeric means if it is a decimal data type for any column, if any column having a decimal data type, okay, if I try to insert a numeric, then it will be converted into decimal and it is insert the records, right? So that is what. If it is a numeric data type, suppose if I want to try to insert a decimal values into that particular column means, then only numerics are inserted, not the decimal, right? So these are the drawbacks in either any numeric or decimal. These are the drawbacks is there. So actually I want to insert any type of value. That means sometimes in the same column, sometimes I want to insert a numeric value. As it is, numeric value is inserted. Okay. Sometimes I want to insert it as decimal values. Okay. As it is, decimal values are inserted. Okay. So for that, we have to use float or real. Both are same itself. Okay. Table. What is the table name here? Float. See here. I'm giving like this. Etc. Now it is the table is created. Insert into what is this table name? Values. Okay. Suppose, for example, I want to insert numeric value, either positive numeric or negative numeric. See here, 3, 4, 5. What will happen? 3, 4, 5 is inserted. See, selected. See here, 3, 4, 5. Suppose, for example, In the same ID column, we can insert decimals also. See here, suppose for example, anything is accepted in float and real. Okay, because there is a drawbacks in numeric data types and decimal data type, right? Okay, so that's the reason you have to use. Okay, here. Okay, so whatever the drawbacks are available in numeric and decimal data type. So instead of that one, you have to use float or real. Okay, see here. Inserted. Now see here. Select star from table. See, either numeric, either positive or negative value, anything is accepted. Okay. Positive numeric value or negative numeric value, anything is accepted. Suppose I'm multiplying this one. Can I give like this or not? Yes, it's accepted. Here, 6 value. This. Anything, okay, either positive or negative. Okay, see here, negative values are also. Okay. So this is how either positive or negative values, if you want to insert into that particular column is, then we have to use this one. Understand? Same, similar like float, real also. There is no difference in float and real data types. Understand? These are all the different data types. So what we discussed, the different data types means numeric data types, we discuss it. What are the numeric data types? Integer, big integer. Okay. So these are the numeric. So in numeric data types, can we insert decimal values? Okay. No, we cannot insert the decimal values into the numeric data type because see, if you want to insert a decimal values into the numeric data type means only numeric. That means before decimal place values only it is inserted. After decimal values are automatically it will be. Okay. Okay. So that is the behavior for numeric. Okay. Decimal data, what are the decimal data type? Decimal or numeric, right? Decimal decimal or numeric. So in decimal or numeric, you have to use P comma S. That means precision comma scale. Okay. Precision means right, total number of digits. Okay. Scale means how many number of decimal values you require. That scale will vary. Okay. So that is about precision. But when you are inserting decimal or numeric data types, if you are trying to insert a numeric value into that particular decimal data type, it allow it. So along with the numeric decimal, how much scale you are given, that scale is also added. Okay. Understand clearly or not? But exactly what we are given, that value cannot be inserted into that one, either in the numeric data type or in the decimal. Okay. Next one is character data types. What are character data types? Okay, character data types are varchar and unvarchar. Okay, in this varchar and unvarchar, we have to give the size here. Okay, so we have to give the size here. We have to give the size. Okay, so if you are not giving any size in varchar or unvarchar, okay, then how many characters it will allows? It will allows one character into that particular column. If you are giving size means, okay, based on the size, the values, that means the characters are inserted into that particular. Suppose if I give the size is 5 means up to 5 characters. Okay. That means in each and every cell, while at the time of inserting, it will check whether the 5 characters is there or not. Suppose, for example, you are giving power. Okay. Power means how many characters it is? Okay, 5 characters. That means it is accepted. Suppose I'm giving like power BI. Okay. That means, see how many characters are there in that one? Like 7 characters are there. Is the 7 characters are allowed in that column? No, it will throw us an error because it is exceeds the range. So whatever size you are given, less than or equal to that particular size of characters only you have to give it. Okay, if you are want to give more than that, it will throw us an error. Okay, understand? So this is varchar and varchar. Okay, so and varchar will occupy how much bytes of memory? 1 byte of memory, and varchar will allows 2 bytes of memory. Understand? Okay. So this is about, and character will support English language. Varchar will support any type of language. Suppose if you are giving like other countries related also. Okay. Suppose in China language is different, right? Suppose if I try to insert those in the column means that is accepted in NVarchar. Okay. Varchar is not accepted because always varchar will allows only English language. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, okay. So this is so. Next one is what are that one date data types? What are the data types here? Date, time, date, and time. Okay, date in date data type we can that means the date data type column will allows only the date. If you are trying to insert both date and time, if you are giving both date and time, then it is accepting only date related one. Okay. So date related value only it is inserted into that particular column. Suppose if you are giving time, okay, along with the time, see here, what will happen here it is when you are having a date means only the date will allow. When you have the time means only the time need to be inserted into that particular. That means if you try to insert both date and time in time data type, it will allows only time related part. Date related part will be removed. Okay. And next one is date time. Date time means like suppose, okay, in date time data type, both you can insert like you can insert both date and time values. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Okay, in date time data type, both date and time you need to give. Suppose if I'm giving only date in the date time data type, what will happen? Along with the date, default time is also inserted. Along with the date, default time is also inserted. If suppose, for example, if I'm giving only time, then along with the time, default date is also inserted in the date time data type. Remember, okay, all these cases you have to try with a different example. Okay. So next one is approximate data types. What are approximate data types? Float or real. Okay. Both are same. In this float or real, anything is accepted. It will allows either numeric values or decimal values. Both numeric, decimal values. If anything is accepted. Suppose if you try in this float or real, if you try to insert if you try to insert a numeric value, only numeric is allowed. Okay, numeric is inserted. If you are giving decimal values, both complete value decimal values inserted into the top. Anything is accepted. Either positive or negative values are also accepted in the float entry. Understand clearly? Now see, we need to create one particular table with all the data types. See here. Suppose, for example, create a table. Create table. First table. First table. I'm giving ID is integer. Okay. And name varchar. Anything you can use varchar or an varchar. Okay. Sales. Okay. In this, the decimal data type you have to pass like of 7 comma 2 like this. Period date is the column and space. Give some space. Give the data type as date time data type I'm giving here. Okay. And another one is float. I'm giving float for this particular. See here. Now we are inserting these records. Okay, it is already there. So take this another table. First select that one and execute it. By using execute option, click on this one. It is executed successfully. It executed. If I want to see that particular table, okay, what are all the columns are there? I want to see it means select statement is the one. Select a star from just a table. So next one is suppose one important point is so if I want to know about the table information, what is the table information means that table related what are all the things are available in that particular database. I want to see it. So what is the column name and what is the data type? How much size you are giving for varchar? Okay. For decimal, how much size? And what are the constraints you are applied for that particular table? What are the indexes you applied? Any information about the table. Okay. Suppose I want to know what data type is assigned to that particular table and what constraint, what indexes. If you want to know about the complete table information, that means in that particular table, at the time of creating, whoever is creating, other people want to know what are all the things are available in that particular table. Then you have to use an option. You have to use a shortcut. First, select the table. Table information. First, select the table and click on Alt plus. Click on Alt plus F1. Okay, what you have to do? First, you need to select the table, and after that, Alt plus F1. Alt plus F1 is If I'm saying Alt plus F1 means, okay, first you have to select the Alt and click on there is F1 key is there. Some people are trying in a different way. Alt plus capital F and one. You are typing like that. Don't do like that. Okay. Alt plus F1 means select the table. Alt plus there is an F1 key. F1, F2, F3, F4 like that keys are there. In that F1 key you have to click on that one. Then you will get the table information. See here, Alt plus F1. See here. When you click on Alt plus F1, see here. So what is the table name? Okay. What is it a table or anything? Here itself under the type it is mentioned. When this table is created, see here, 2024-03-9 at 8 a.m. this table is created. Okay, so see here below that, what are all the columns are available in this table. Okay, see here, these are all the column names and the data type for each and every column. For ID column, what is the data type that it is available here? Okay. See here, there are different columns for length, precision, and scale. This for these related for integer, okay, for numeric related data types, by default, SQL Server will maintain these things, length, precision, and scale. Okay, we are not given. Okay, we are just given in this one. Okay, but for characters or decimals, whatever you mention in the whatever data types you created, those related things it is available here. Understand? See here, for integer we are not giving for length, precision, and scale. Automatically system is generated or SQL server is generated. Okay, for name related, see here, varchar I am giving. What data type I am giving? Varchar. How much size? See, for varchar or decimal data types, sizes, we only give that one, right? What size you are given? That size only here it is itself it is there. See here, 10. That means 10 size. Okay, when it comes to the sales, it is a decimal data type. And what is the length? What is the precision? What is the precision here? 7. What is the scale here? 2 here. Okay, 7 comma 2 here. If you are giving daytime, see here, nothing will be there in the precision and scale. Okay. Next one is bonus. Bonus. Okay. In bonus column, what data type we are given? Float. Okay. These length and precision, they are system automatically generated. You are not giving anything. Okay. Leave it. Only you have to check it for these related length and scale. Okay. These three columns you have to check it for only varchar and decimal data type. For remaining, automatically SQL server will generate some length, some precision, some scale, and everything. Okay. Yeah. For each, see after this, there is a nullable column is there. That means if in this column, if you by default S will be there here. That means the meaning of S is for this particular ID column, we can insert null values. That means null values are allowed. That's the reason S is there. Name S is there. That means null values are allowed. For sales, S is there. That means null values are allowed. S means nothing but for this particular column, it will allows null values also. If it is changed to S to no, I will tell you how to change it. Okay. If I change it to S to no, what will happen? Then it in this particular column, it doesn't allow the null values. That is the meaning. Okay. By default, for each and every column, what is the nullable column will be there? Yes option will be there. Understand? Remaining columns, you no need to check anything. Only up to here only we need to. When you come down, if any constraints are created, if any indexes are created, all these are available. That means For that particular table, any type of objects you created, automatically all those things are stored in this table information. Okay. If you want to go to the table information means select the table and click on Alt plus F1 key is there. Okay. Okay. F1 key. So don't click on like a capital F and 1 like that. Okay. There is a direct F1 key is there. You have to get that. Okay. So this is next one is suppose for example, I want to rename the column. Understand? What is that? I want to rename a column. Okay. See here. First of all, I want to rename a table. Okay. Rename table. If we want to rename it, then we have to use sp underscore rename. Okay. In the single quotes, old table name, old table name, comma, and again in the single quote, new table. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, if you want to rename a table means this is the syntax sp underscore rename in the single quotes. You have to give the old table name, comma, again in the single quotes, new table name. Okay, like this. Okay. Suppose, for example, see, actually, I want to rename this one. Okay. What I want to rename is, see here, what is the syntax? sp underscore rename, okay, space, single quotes. In the single quotes, what you need to give? Old table name. What is the old table name? Don't give the brackets, okay? Just without brackets, you have to mention that. Okay. What is the new table name? Like suppose, for example, instead of 1, 1, 2, I want to give like this. I want to change the name as first table to first one. So let's see, execute this. See here, it is not throwing any error message. That means it is successfully executed. Let's see. Okay. So where we can see whether it changes will happen in the Object Explorer. Okay. In the Object Explorer, suppose for example, if you go to the database, in which database you created this table and everything, under this, go to that particular database, expand this one. There is a tables option is there, right? Expand here. Okay. See here. Previously it is first table one is there here. Now it is changed. Now it is changed to first table one. Okay. Like this. So if you want to rename a table means like this sp underscore rename old table name. Which table you want to rename it? That table name, comma. Again in the single quotes, new table name. Whatever table name you new name you want to give, that you have to mention and execute this. Understand clearly. Okay. So this is table, renaming a table. Okay. Next one is rename a column. If we want to need column in the table, then we have to use sp underscore p in the single quotes. Okay. How you can mention, how you need to rename a column means table name dot old column name, comma, new column name, like this. See, existing. See, actually, whatever I'm showing the syntax, when you check it in the online, that syntax is different. My syntax is I'm giving for understanding clearly. That's the reason I'm mentioning like this. Okay. But when you are seeing in the online, that syntax is completely different. Just they are mentioning table name. So you don't know what table name you mention it. Okay. So whether it is existing table or new table, there is a question will be there some people. That's the reason in understanding manner I'm writing the syntax. Okay. Existing table name dot old column name. Okay. Like this. Again in the single quotes, new column name. Like this. Okay. If you want to rename a column to the existing table, if you want to rename existing column name, okay, then we have to use sp underscore rename in the single quotes existing table. In which table you want to change that column name, that particular table name dot that column name. What is the old what is the old column? That column name you have to mention. Okay. After mentioning the column name, again in the single quote, what you have to mention? New column name. In place of old column name, what new column name you need to give? That you need to give. Okay, see here. Okay, see. So the table name is changed, right? SP underscore rename. Okay, in the single quotes, what you need to mention? First table name. What is the table name here? Existing table name. Existing table column only we want to rename it. So that's the reason first you have to write the existing table name dot. In that, which column you want to change it? That column name first you have. That means I want to change the ID column. So that column name. Okay, which dot, see table name dot which column name you want to change it, that column name you have to write it, comma here, again in the single quotes I'm mentioning like this, like this. Now execute this. See here. So it is done. Now see again in the object explorer whether actually in this table what is the column it is there, id column is there. Id column is now it is changed to product one. Let's see. See here, this is the table. If you expand this table and if you expand the columns, see here what it is changing. Previously it is id column is there, now it is changed to product id. So like this, okay, you can change n number of columns by writing like this. Vijay, I have a doubt here. Okay, can we rename multiple columns once at a time? No, it is not possible. Okay, one after the other only you can do it. That means after renaming one particular column, again you have to write sp underscore rename table name dot column name and new column name that you have to mention and execute that one. Okay, so this is renaming a column. Understand clearly? Okay. Suppose, for example, okay. So see in create command, what it will happen in DDL, what are the commands will be there? Create, alter, drop, truncate, right? So in create, what we can create it, we can create any particular object. If you want to create any, if you want to newly create any object in SQL Server means must and should you have to use create command. Okay, by using a create command we can execute all these things. Okay, so that means so any object, like suppose for example table, create is the command. There are different objects, view, procedure, cursor, trigger, anything, any object newly if you want to create in power in SQL server means must and should you have to use a create command. Understand clearly? So this is about the create for creating a table or create command, how it will be there. In different objects, you will see like how we can create those objects and everything by using create command. Okay. Next one is in DDL, create command is completed. Next one is alter command. What is that? Alter command. Okay. In create, we are only creating the structure, only creating a structure. That means if you are creating any particular table means that in the create command, we can create like what table it is and what columns. That's it. We are not inserting any records into that particular. For insert, there is a separate command will be there. Okay. Create command is only for creating the structure of any object. Okay. See here. Okay. So next one is alter. If you want to modify the any structure, okay. If you want to modify the structure of the table, suppose you create a table by using create command, but I want to change the structure of that particular one. Structure means I want to in that particular table, I want to add a new column. I want to change the data type of a particular existing column. Okay. Okay. So these many cases are there. Okay. Understand clearly now? If you want to, if you want to modify the structure, that means if you want to modify the structure means changing the data type. Okay. Or else if you want to add a new column, or else if you want to delete any particular column, must and should we have to use alter command. See that? If you want to modify the structure of the table, then we have to use alter command. In alter, in alter command, in alter command, it's used in different. Okay, one is change the data type for any column. Okay, if you want to change the data type of any column, so at the time of creating, you are giving some data type, right? I want to change it to different one. Okay, instead of varchar, I want to change it to nvarchar. Okay, at that point of time, you have to use change the data type for any column or change the size. Not only changing the data type, you can change the sizes, like increasing the size or decreasing. Suppose I'm giving varchar 10, right? So see here, name is varchar 10 it is. I want to increase the size or else I want to decrease the size. By using alter command only, we can do that one. Add a new column to the existing. Raw delete existing column. You have to use alter. Okay. See here. First one is change the data type. Okay. If you want to change the data type for any column or change the size of any data type column, use alter command. Okay. See here. Suppose, for example, select star from first table. So this is the one. Okay. So suppose, for example, see here, I'm selecting this one. I want to see the table information first. I want to change the data type. If I want to change the data, which data type? Suppose, for example, for product ID, what data type is there? Integer. Okay. So that means when you are changing a data type to any of the column, similar data types only you can change it. Suppose for numeric related data types only you can change it, or else decimal, because decimals are also allowed in that particular product ID, right? So when you are, so you can, so sometimes what will happen, I have a product ID is there. Okay. So in that product ID, some values are there. 1, 2, 3 is there. And the data type at that point is integer. Can we convert this into date or something? No, right? We cannot change this integer data type to date or time or something like that. Okay, you have to change. If you want to change the data type, means similar data type. If it is, what is the product ID column related to numerical, numeric related or decimal related data types, you can change it. Okay, so those related, if you want to change the data type for any column, means check it properly. What data type? If the column contains numeric related data type, anything you can change. Understand clearly or not? Let's see. Okay. So for this one, what I need to do, see here, alter. Okay. Table syntax. I will tell you first the syntax it is. The table, existing table name, existing table name. Okay. Alter column, existing column name, new data type, and size. Okay. This is the syntax. What is the syntax is? Okay. See here. What is the syntax? Alter table, existing table name. For which table, which column you want to change the data type? So that table name, alter column. What column data type you want to change it? That column name you need to write it. And what data type, new data type, that you have to mention. And if it is size is there, then only you can mention. It's not compulsory to mention size. Suppose I have integer. For big integer, I want to change it. Then for big integer, if I change it, is the size is available that one? No. If it is not there, the size is not there, no need to mention the size. But if I'm taking the data type as varchar, decimal, these related data type sizes will be there, right? So in varchar 10, 15 like that, those sizes you have to change it. Okay. Understand clearly? Now? For whichever data types having sizes, for those only you have to mention. Otherwise, remaining things, sizes not required to change it. Okay. So what is the table name here? This is the table name. Okay, you have to write the table name. And again, alter column. What is that? Existing column. Which column data type you want to change it? That column name. Suppose, for example, that column name. Okay. And give some space. And what is the new data type? Suppose actually in the product ID, integer is there. I want to change it to big integer. So directly you have to give like that new data type of that particular column. That's it. Okay. For this big integer, is there any sizes there? No. So if it is not, size is not there, leave it about that one and execute this. Okay. And see whether the data type changed or not. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Like this, when you are changing the data type also, you have to verify which type of data type. Like properly, you have to similar type of data types only you can change. If the column having a numeric mean, numeric related or a decimals also, decimal data types also you can change it. Okay, understand? Is that clear or not? Okay. If you want to change it to other data types like date, okay, and okay, or sorry, date, varchar and varchar. If you're changing that one, immediately throws an error, because in the product ID having, I have like few of the values like numeric values. Okay, you can change that particular data type into decimals. You can change that particular data type into like any numeric related. Okay, any numeric related you can change it. Okay. Understand clearly now? Yes. Suppose, for example, I want to increase the size or decrease the size. Okay. If you want to increase the size or decrease the size, means same syntax. Okay. See here. Alter table first first table alter column. Suppose, for example, what is the existing column? It is there is a name column is there. For this name column, what is the data type is available? Varchar. And how much size you are given? 10, right? Suppose I want to decrease it or increase it. So in that particular data type, whatever size you are given, that size only it is modified. Suppose I'm giving 5 here. That means previously for this name column, what is the data type? It is varchar. How much size it is? 10 it is. I want to change it to 5 it is. I want to decrease the size. Okay. Or you can increase the size also. Okay. So execute now. What will happen? So for that particular column, okay, when you go to the table information, you will see. So what is it? See here. Previously it is 10, it is there. Now it is changed to 5. It is. Understand? Next one is add a new column to the existing table. Add a new column to the existing table using alter command. Syntax. Here. Okay. See here. Alter table. Existing table name. Existing table name. Okay. What is that? If you want to add a column, add new column name, new data type. If size is there, the size you have to make. Okay. Yes. Let's see how can I create. Suppose, for example, this is the table. Alter table. What is the table name here? Table name. Add. What is the new column you want to add? Suppose, for example, The new column name is, like suppose, department. And column name and the data type. Any data type you can do. Okay, that's it. See here. How you execute this. Command completed successfully. And see in the table information whether that column is there. See here. Is the department number. See here. New column is added. Okay. If you want to add a new column to the existing table means by using alter command only we can. Okay. Sir, can we alter data type after inserting a value? Yes, Radhika. Radhika, it is possible. But that's what I am saying. Similar data types only you have to change it. Suppose I have in that particular product ID column having a numeric values. So numeric related data types or decimal related data types you can change it. Suppose in that product ID the data type is integer. Can I change it to big integer? Yes, you can change it. Can I change that particular integer to decimal or numeric? Yes, you can change that one. Can I change it to float or real? Yes, you can change. Understand? But you cannot change it to date. Okay. You cannot change it to character if the column having a values. You cannot change because those are not supported. Understand? Because already the column in the column some values are there. So what values are there? Those related values, related data types only you have to change. Understand clear, Radhika? Radhika. Any questions, Radhika? So this is how you can add any column, any new column to the existing table. Then we have to use order command. Next one is, suppose for example, okay, I want to drop a column, okay, in a particular table. I want in a particular table, whatever column you want to drop it. That means drop is nothing but deleting. If you want to delete a particular column permanently, then you have to use using alter table name, drop column, existing column. Now alter table. What is the table name? Not- Okay. Drop column. What is the column? First, sorry. Drop column. What is the column name? Which column you want to drop it here? That column name you will. Suppose, for example, I want to drop department number. Okay. See, when you want to open a so message window, that means whatever command is executed in the message window it is showing. If you want to open this window means control plus R. If you want to minimize the same window means again control plus R. Okay, remember this point. Okay, if you want to drop a column to the existing table means just write the syntax alter table name drop column and execute. See, see here now. See here, department number column is not available. Is that deleted or not? Like this, you can delete the columns of the existing table. Okay, is this clear? Can we use modify the keyboard? No, we cannot use Priyanka. Okay, maybe modified is used in Veracel, but we are not using that one here itself. We are using alter only. We are not using modify. We are not using modify keyboard. Understand? Only alter only. See how the syntax will be there for SQL Server. The same syntax you need to follow. Understand, Priyanka? Okay. Next one is this is alter command. Okay. Not only this one. Okay. So using alter, we can do n number of things. Okay. So these are the things while at the time of creating alter. Okay. So if you want to modify any, if you want to change the data type of existing column data type, then you have to use alt. If you want to change the size, okay, that means for varchar or nvarchar or decimal, for any of these data types, if you want to change the size, that means increasing or decreasing the size, then you have to use alter command. Okay. And next one is alter command is used for creating a new column. Okay. Or else if you want to delete the existing column, then we have to use alter command. Understand clearly? So these are the things for using. By using alter, we can implement these things. Understand? What is the next one? So in DDL, we discussed create, we discussed about alter. Next one is drop. What is the next one? If you want to delete any object permanently, then we have to use drop command. Okay. So any object, either it is a database object or a table object or else like a procedure object or a view object, any object, if you want to delete it permanently, you have to use drop command. If you want to create any object, create is the command. If you want to delete that any object means drop is the command. Okay. See here, drop. Okay. If I want to drop the database means drop database name. Now I want to drop the table. Drop table name. If I want to drop the procedure, drop procedure. Okay. So here, right. See here. Let's start from. Suppose, for example. Okay. See, the object is nothing but here anything. Okay. Object table. Sorry. First database table view procedure cursor figure the text. Okay. Suppose I want to drop this particular table. Then drop. What is that one? Table, right? This is an object name is table. That object name, like see here, table. If the object name is database, you have to mention here it as database. If the object name is procedure, you have to mention as procedure name, like that. Okay. Whatever object is there, that object you have to mention it here. Okay. And after that, drop. See here, I want to drop the table. So that's the reason my object is table here. That table you need to mention. And which table you want to drop that particular one. Understand clearly or not? Suppose if I want to drop the database, then drop database object. That object you name you have to write it. Database. If you want to drop the procedure, then you have to write the procedure here. If I want to drop the cursor, then you have to write the cursor here and that cursor name or anything that. Okay, what you mentioned, that related one only you need to write it. That object name related one only you need to write it here. Understand? If it is a table, drop table like this. Understand? Like this, whatever tables you want to drop it, you can easily drop by using this one command. Understand clearly? Next one is, what is that DDL last command? It is truncate. What is that? Truncate. If you want to delete all the all the records from the existing table, use truncate. Okay. If you want to delete all the records from the existing table, that means in any of the table, you will have 10 lakhs records. All the 10 lakhs records once at a time. Remember, in truncate, if you want to delete complete records in that particular table, you have to use truncate command. Remember this one. If you want to delete all the records in that particular table, you have to use truncate command. Okay, same time. Okay, truncate table, existing table, existing table. Okay, this is the syntax. Okay, truncate is used only for table related one only. Okay, for truncate is applied for only table objects. Okay, not for any other thing. Okay. See, suppose I have a table like this. Here, this is the one, right? Suppose, for example, actually, not in this one. If you have like records, okay, this integer, right? See here, in this table, okay, all the records are there. I want to delete all the records of this particular table. Then you have to use truncate, truncate table. What is the table name? The table. Which table data you want to delete all the records. See, truncate is used for deleting all the records in that particular table. Then we have to use truncate command. See here, select this one. Next. Now, there is no records are available in this particular table. If you want, you can check it. See here, no records. That means if you want to delete all the records in that particular table, then we have to use a you have to use a command called truncate. These are all DDL commands. What are all the DDL commands? Create, alter, drop, truncate. So this is what the complete about the DDL commands. Okay. On Monday, we need to discuss about DML commands. What are all the DML commands? How it will be executed, each and everything that we can discuss. Okay. So yesterday I shared the script in the drive. Okay, in the Google Classroom. Today also I will share the script. Check it once. Okay. So that means until the SQL Server completion, there is no documentation. When it comes to Power BI, the documentation will be there at that point of time. I will share the document. Okay. For SQL Server on daily basis, scripts will be there. These scripts I will share to you. You can check it in that Google Classroom and download it and keep it in any of the folder. Understand? So this is so that is Priyanka. That is different one. That is a different concept. Cursor is okay. That means if you want to write some looping concept, by using cursor only we can do it. Instead of cursor, we can use because cursor will affect the performance. Okay. So instead of using cursor, we are using while loop like that. Understand? Tell me, Pawan.
Hello, sir. Like yesterday, as I said, you sir, the SQL Server is not installed in my laptop, sir. So recently, to yesterday only,
No, no,
I
no, one
tried to.
second. Yesterday, I clearly explained to you, take my Skype ID and you have to ping it in the Skype ID, right? That
Yes, sir. But I am unable to contact you, sir. But I will try to install the Express Edition, sir. So is it okay with that, sir?
anything is okay. But the thing is, we don't know like how many days it is working for that particular one. Understand? Up to that, if it is like 3 months like that, there is a limitation will be there. Up to that only it will work on that one.
No,
Okay.
sir. This, yeah, has your information, sir. You said developer edition you have to install in our uh, um, what we call server, sir, database server, sir. But I am installing Express Edition, sir. So that's
Yeah,
all that.
you can take that one also. That's what I'm saying. There are
Okay, sir.
two things is right. One is Express Edition, one is another one is
Developer Edition.
developer, right?
Yes.
So you can take the Expression Edition also.
Okay, sir. Then, okay, sir. I think so. Okay.
Okay. So we can stop it here and we'll continue on Monday. Monday we need to discuss DML commands. Okay. So today I will share this script, this SQL Server script in the Google Classroom. Check it once and download it. Yeah. So we can stop it here and we'll continue. Bye. Guys.